Hey YouTube, it's been a while and I had a lot going on, so I went silent for a while. I'm gonna try to get back into things. I'm not making any promises though. So basically a lot has been going on. My partner's been in and out of the hospital and with his depression and stuff, and our car kind of died. Which caused us to actually buy a new car, which was kind of cool, but that was very stressful. Um, Today I kind of want to talk about how people react to unhealthy people a little bit, and it gets said a lot, especially to me. I feel like I'm probably not alone in this, so let me know if this happens to you, and how you deal with it, because I'm not really sure how to deal with it. So, as you guys know by now, I have like autoimmune disorder hell, and I'm just kind of just not healthy, and there's nothing really that anyone can do. There's nothing I can do, there's nothing doctors can do to really help that. I'm just kind of stuck in my autoimmune hell, and that's how it's gonna be. So, I was having a conversation with someone in the family who doesn't, they're healthy, so like they don't get it. And I was just talking about, my HS, my hydrodentonus superintiva. I think we were talking about Dr. Pimple Popper or something, and I was talking about how I kind of really love Dr. Pimple Popper. And I love watching the show, and when I can, I mean, I don't have TV, so I get YouTube clips here and there. And how they did a whole episode on hydrodentonus suppurativa, which I have. And then, so the person I was talking about this goes, "Oh, you have everything." And I'm like, no, I don't. But yeah, that's kind of what being sick is. Like, it doesn't get... Sometimes you get sick and you get better. Sometimes you have autoimmune disorders and those don't go away. And thanks for making me feel like the biggest inconvenience in your life. Like, that's the thing, is like, I wish, like, if there was some magic I'll make your autoimmune disorder disappear pill, I'm pretty sure every autoimmune disorder patient would take that pill without even questioning it. Like, there's just so much that isn't available to us, and we wish there was, but there's not really anything for us. They kind of just say, oh, it's autoimmune, and then we're just going to try to manage whatever pain, discomfort this is causing for you. Which sucks, but I mean, at least it's something. And I'm kind of a bubbly person, so like, a lot of times when... I don't know how to phrase this, but I fake it a lot. Like, I fake being healthy a lot because I'm just so friggin' tired of being sick that I kind of just try to fake it till I make it, and then I'm exhausted, which is fine. It works for me for the most part, but like, when I'm having a bad day and I voice that, I'm really not in the mood to hear, oh, you're always sick. 'Cause yes, I am always sick. I will always have my autoimmune disorders. They always cause me issues, whether I'm really showing it or not. Chances are something is going on that I'm not 100% comfortable and like days where I am 100% comfortable and it seems like I'm getting everything done and I'm super happy, and people get worried because they're like, oh, it's mania. Well, yeah, a day that I'm not feeling any discomfort from my IBS or HS, like, oh my god, do I ever just like go crazy, because I know that that's not going to last. There's no cure for my autoimmune disorders. There's nothing really anyone can do. Like, we can try to manage them a little bit, but in regards to management, and people always say, oh, well, it's diet, it's this and that. Sometimes for people it is diet, and then there's people like me who get stress induced flares and stuff. And then when you're getting a stress induced flare, you stress about stressing, and then it's a vicious circle for a really long time. And like, I need people to just stop and think about what they say for a moment, because this was like almost a week ago and it's still going through my head. Oh my god, you have like everything. Like, no, I don't. I just have a couple of autoimmune disorders. I have borderline personality disorder that sucks. And I don't try to use it as an excuse. I just was happy that Dr. Pimple Popper had made an episode about HS, because it's not a really well known autoimmune disorder, and maybe it'll bring more awareness to people like me who are just in pain all the friggin' time because our skin's decided to like do what HS does, which I don't know how to properly describe it, and I know like someone's gonna correct me on it, it's fine. But basically what happens for me is HS, like, it starts out like a million little blackheads, but they're not black, they're just like, I don't know. But that's when you pop them, that's what they come out like. And basically those don't feel like anything for me, but for some people they do. And basically, if I don't pop those, what happens is they turn into like a cyst boil type situation, and from the tunneling of my skin forming that, like, it forms tunneling and like scar tissue all underneath the skin and everything. And basically, it just gets really raw, and I have between stage 1, stage 2 ish, which is, in retrospect to HS, not that bad, but is still painful as all hell. So basically, I go a couple days where just anything that touches the part where I'm having a flare, like a boil or cyst, whatever you want to call it, I don't know like what the real word is for it. I hear people say boils, I hear people say cysts. I like to say cysts. I don't know why I have like this stigmatized against the word boil for some reason. I don't know why. It's probably some horrible brainwashed thing that's happened. So I say cyst, but like, so if anything touches around where the cyst is, it hurts like a lot. And so places that HS forms is generally in your armpit, underneath like where the wire of your bra sits, or in your groin area. So basically everywhere where fabric could possibly rub, and everywhere where not wearing clothes is inappropriate. So I basically just deal with the pain, and some days it hurts a lot and I can't do much. And that kind of just goes back to like spoon theory and stuff. Like, when I'm having a flare of HS, like, I start the day off with like no spoons. It's ridiculous. I'm in pain. Whatever. IBS, I get stress-induced IBS. It's IBS mixed. IBS, for those who don't know, is irritable bowel syndrome. And yeah, so some people have irritable bowel syndrome that causes constipation. Some people that have irritable bowel syndrome that causes diarrhea. I have irritable bowel syndrome mixed, which means basically I don't get to have normal poops. I'm either constipated or constantly on the toilet. I don't really have that much of an in-between. When I do, I'm really thankful for it. And IBS isn't too much affecting my day. And IBS is probably... I get more IBS flares, but, like, it's not as bad as the HS with pain-wise. So, like, recently, I had a flare that was so bad, I ended up taking meds for it, which, if you have IBS mixed, you're not supposed to take meds for it because it can trigger the other way. So basically, I was bloated and I was in so much pain, and then I ended up throwing up my back because I slipped on ice. And so I just couldn't deal with it anymore. I was like, I can't be bloated anymore. So I took meds, and then next day I spent all day on the toilet, and the day after that, all day on the toilet. And now I seem to be rather okay, except I'm stressed out because this person said, kind of made it sound like I was over exaggerating my health when I was just having a conversation. Like, I wasn't even complaining about pain. So I'm pretty stressed out about that, and I just, like, am not in the mood. And I'm just, like, really annoyed because, like, I try really hard. There were years where, like, I couldn't have a job and stuff because it was really hurting, and I finally found, like, a part-time job that works for me, and my boss is kind of great, and she's like, oh yeah, I have a job now. So that's fun. So she's great, and, like, she kind of understands stuff, and I can do my job while I'm having flares for the most part. And, like, that's a huge thing for me because it doesn't happen that often that you can find a job that works with your mental health and your autoimmune disorders. But I have found that, and I'm really grateful. But, like, I am probably doing the best I've done in years, and it kind of sucks to have someone not only not recognize that, but just, like, ping on you for being sick. Like, come on. If I could not be sick, I would not be sick. I go to my doctor all the time, and they think I'm, like, crazy and stuff for going to my doctor. But the thing is, like, when you have chronic illness, you have to go to your doctor. You have to work with your doctor so that you won't be chronically in bed. And I am kind of chronically in bed a lot, but that's because I'm so friggin' tired from being sick and in pain all the time. I'm just exhausted all the time, and I don't need the mental exhaustion of someone just being like, oh, you're sick all the time. Because I'm aware I'm sick all the time. Trust me, I live in my body. You don't. Just let's be thankful you invited me over here. And I showed up because it's not a given that I'm going to keep my plans because I might have been out of spoons. And to be fair, that day I was out of spoons and just forced myself to do it anyways. But, like, just watch what you say to people who are chronically ill. Like, I feel bad enough that I can't do everything a normal person, not normal, but a healthy person can do. Because I'm in this body of a 26-year-old girl, and it's just failing, and it sucks. And it's not, like, visibly failing. Like, I'm not wheelchair bound. I don't, thankfully, even though HS can cause this and it will evolve to this, like, I don't have big open sores anywhere right now. Like, it's not visible anyways, and right now I haven't had an HS flare in a while, so I don't have any open sores anyways. But, like, I'm not limping. Well, I was on Sunday because my back, and I fell and I was very sore. But like, I know I don't look like I have disabilities, which, you know, fine, thanks. I can pass as a healthy person, but like, if you know a person who has autoimmune disorders and you know that they're not necessarily the healthiest that you are or whatever, just like watch your language around them. Like, we're trying. We're trying so hard. And I'm just sick of trying so hard and it not being recognized at all. Like, just calm down and realize that if I'm talking, I'm not complaining. I'm just like, woohoo, this happened. There's no need to crap on me. Like, I'm happy that awareness is happening. You don't need to crap on me for being happy. Because, honestly, with my BPD, it's just going to make me overthink it like I have been for the past week. And I'm really sick of overthinking things that really shouldn't be overthought, because I don't need that kind of crap. I don't need that kind of negativity in my life. And honestly, with this person, like, if they can't start being more aware of the needs that my household has, like my needs, my partner's needs, and stuff like that. Like, if they can't start being more aware of that and start being a little bit better, like, I'm just not gonna go over there anymore for visits, and I'm just, like, not gonna participate in that side of the family. Like, it just seems, I don't know. It just seems like too much effort. And, like, I understand, like, it's usually, like, a family dinner or whatever, and I understand I am getting free food or whatever, but, like, it's not worth my mental health, and it's not worth my physical health, because my mental health does seem to play right into my autoimmune disorders. So if I'm getting stressed out, it's just going to make me sicker, and I don't want to be sicker, because I'm trying my hardest to be healthy and a productive member of society, whatever that means. And it's just not cool to make me feel down about stuff when I'm literally doing the best I can. Alright, well, I've rambled on for a really long time. So I'll see you later. I'm not making any promises. Like I said, I've been kind of feeling like crap. I started streaming on Twitch, but I got doxxed on Twitch, and that scared me, so I'm not really doing much for online presence. I was doing an Instagram kind of New Year's challenge, but that had to stop because of the Twitch thing, and I'm now scared of kind of social media, so I don't know. I'm feeling brave today, so I'm gonna post this, but like, I'm not making any promises for videos in the future, no schedule or anything, so I mean, subscribe, it would be cool, but at the same time, like, I get it if you don't. Alright, bye!